Crypto headlines promise overnight millionaires, meme coins, and life-changing returns. Friends talk about Bitcoin like it's a cheat code for money. At the same time, news articles warn about crashes, scams, and people losing everything in a single day. So most people are stuck in the middle. On one side is the fear of missing out. What if this is the next big thing in investing and the chance to finally build wealth? On the other side is fear. What if this is just gambling and everything disappears? This video is built for complete beginners who want a clear answer to one question. What is cryptocurrency? How does it actually work? And where does it fit in a real personal finance and investing for beginners plan? Stay until the end, because after breaking down Bitcoin and crypto in simple language, a step-by-step video for how to actually invest the first $1,000, the smart way will be revealed. That way, crypto becomes one small piece of a bigger wealth-building strategy, not the entire plan. Start at the beginning, money. Most people think of money as cash in a wallet, numbers in a bank app, and a paycheck landing every 2 weeks. But behind the scenes, that money is controlled by banks, governments, and payment companies. They decide when transactions go through, how long transfers take, and what fees are charged. Try sending money overseas. It can take days. Try moving money on a holiday or weekend. The banking system is closed. In a crisis like 2008, the entire financial system nearly collapsed because a handful of big institutions made reckless decisions. Traditional money runs on middlemen. The world is trusting them to keep score. Cryptocurrency was created as an answer to a simple question. What if there was digital money that didn't need banks or governments in the middle, but still allowed people to trust the system? That question led to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was launched in 2009 by someone using the name Satoshi Nakamoto. No one truly knows who that is, and that's part of the design. Bitcoin is decentralized. There is no single company, no CEO, no one country in charge. So what is cryptocurrency? Cryptocurrency is digital money that uses cryptography for security and runs on a technology called blockchain. Instead of one bank keeping a private record of who has what, thousands of computers all over the world keep a shared record together. Here's a simple comparison. Traditional money is like a private spreadsheet controlled by a bank. Only the bank sees the full list of transactions, and everyone has to trust that the numbers are correct. Cryptocurrency is like a public, tamper-resistant spreadsheet that thousands of computers share. Everyone can see the transactions. The rules are baked into the code, not decided in a boardroom. That shared spreadsheet is called the blockchain. Imagine a long chain of blocks. Each block is like a page filled with recent transactions. Alex sent 0.1 Bitcoin to Jordan. Taylor sent 0.02 Bitcoin to a store. Casey received 0.5 Bitcoin from an exchange. Once a block is full, it gets locked in place and linked to the previous block. That link is protected by cryptography. Change one detail in an old block, and every block after it breaks. The network instantly sees that something doesn't match. Copies of this entire chain exist on thousands of computers around the world. These computers constantly compare notes. If a hacker tries to fake a transaction, it doesn't match the honest copies of the blockchain, and the network rejects it. That's why crypto fans say Bitcoin is trustless. Trust does not rest on a bank. Trust rests on math and a huge network of computers checking each other's work. To actually use cryptocurrency, a wallet is needed. A crypto wallet is not a physical wallet with coins inside. It is usually an app or a device that holds two things: a public address and a private key. Think of the public address like an email address for money. It can be safely shared so others can send crypto. The private key is the secret password that proves ownership of whatever is in that wallet. Lose the private key, and access to that money is gone. There is no forgot password link, no customer support to call. That's the trade-off. Full control, but full responsibility. Now, why do people care so much about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies? There are several real advantages. First, crypto is global. A Bitcoin transaction can move value across borders in minutes without needing bank approval. Second, it is fast compared to many traditional transfers. Instead of waiting days for an international wire, a crypto transfer can settle relatively quickly, depending on the network. Third, the system is open 24/7. There are no banking hours, weekends, or holidays. The network doesn't close. Fourth, crypto gives users direct control. A bank account can be frozen, or a transaction can be blocked. On a blockchain, if someone holds the private key, that person controls those funds. Because of these features, some investors see Bitcoin as digital gold, a scarce asset that can potentially hold value over time. Others see crypto as a way to build new financial systems, apps, and platforms without traditional middlemen. But this is a personal finance and investing for beginners channel. The real question is not, is crypto cool? The real question is, does cryptocurrency actually help build real wealth? Or is it mostly a distraction from proven strategies like budgeting, paying off debt, and long-term investing? Before answering that, a quick pause. If clear, no-nonsense explanations about money, investing for beginners, and building wealth over time are helpful, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. This channel is focused on practical personal finance, from tracking every dollar to building a long-term investing plan that doesn't rely on hype. Back to the question. Cryptocurrency is a high-risk, high-volatility asset class. Prices can skyrocket, but they can also crash with no warning. Bitcoin has seen drops of more than 70% from its highs multiple times. Many smaller coins, called altcoins, have gone down 90% or even to zero. That level of risk is very different from something like a diversified index fund or a retirement account. So where does crypto fit? Think of a wealth-building plan as a pyramid. The base of the pyramid is the boring, reliable stuff. A simple budget that tracks where every dollar goes. Paying off high-interest debt. Building an emergency fund. Investing consistently into diversified assets like index funds or retirement accounts. Only after that base is in place does it make sense to add riskier assets on top, and that is where cryptocurrency can live. Here is a simple framework. First, decide the maximum percentage of net worth that feels acceptable to risk completely. For many beginners, that might be something like 1 to 5%. This is money that can, in the worst case, go to zero without destroying long-term goals. Second, separate gambling from intentional investing. Buying random coins because they are trending on social media is gambling. Focusing on the major, well-known cryptocurrencies, understanding what they do, and adding small planned amounts over time is closer to investing. Third, think in years, not days. Crypto prices jump around wildly in the short term. Anyone putting money into Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies should assume a long-term mindset, similar to stock investing. Quick flips usually come with quick losses. There are also real downsides that smart investors cannot ignore. Extreme volatility can create emotional stress. Watching an account swing up and down by thousands of dollars can lead to bad decisions. Regulatory risk is real. Governments can change rules, tax laws, or restrictions on exchanges. Security risk matters. Scams, hacked exchanges, and phishing attacks are common. And finally, there is reputation risk. Crypto still carries the image of scams, rug pulls, and get-rich-quick schemes. So what is the balanced conclusion? Cryptocurrency and Bitcoin are important inventions. They are changing how people think about money, payments, and financial systems. Understanding them is useful, especially for anyone serious about money and investing. But understanding crypto does not mean going all in on crypto. For most people who want to build real, lasting wealth, cryptocurrency should be a small, carefully chosen slice of a much larger plan, not the foundation. The foundation is still simple, boring personal finance. Track every dollar. Use a budget that actually works in real life. Avoid traps like high car payments and bad debt. Invest consistently into assets that compound over time. Crypto can sit on top of that, not replace it. Now here's the most important next step. Learning what cryptocurrency is helps, but it doesn't answer the question, what should be done with the next $1,000? There is a specific video that walks through exactly how to invest the first $1,000 in 2026, step by step. It shows how to build a beginner-friendly portfolio, how to think about risk, and how to start compounding real wealth without needing a huge income. That video is called How to Invest Your First $1,000 in 2026, Step-by-Step Guide. For anyone wanting a clear action plan instead of just theory, that is the logical next move. Tap the video on screen now to see exactly how to turn the next $1,000 into the starting point of a long-term wealth building strategy.